An emotional case unfolding today at the Brampton Civic Hospital. Now, the parents of a woman who has been declared brain dead are armed with a court injunction asking the hospital to reverse their death certificate. And they'll be heading to court later this week in hopes that they can actually get a second opinion.
Our daughter is still alive. She's very hurt. She's in a very serious condition, but she is not dead. Her brain is still functioning, and she's still there. And we just want a doctor, someone out here that can come in and help us and save her life, because they want, in our feelings, which is to murder her. Because to pull a plug on someone who's still alive, that's a form of murder.
An army of support at his back, Stanley Stewart is battling for his daughter's life. Brought to Brampton Civic Hospital on September 14th as a result of a drug overdose, her death certificate was issued nearly a week later, against her parents' wishes.
I said to the doctor, well, as a father, as parents, we're not consenting to pulling the plug at this moment. And he said we don't have that choice. That option is not ours. It's his decision. Once he determines that, he has all full power to make that choice. And we definitely were against that. We said she needed more time. We weren't satisfied with their conclusion at that time.
Armed with a court injunction, they've been able to stop the hospital from pulling the plug on the life support systems that are keeping Taquisha's heart beating.
This is a life, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we can save this life. Her heart is still beating. She's still responding. She's not dead. She's asleep, and we want the time for her to wake up.
But neurological death, brain dead, is how death is defined, not only at this hospital, but across the country.
If the person actually meets the medical criteria for brain death, then in fact that would be a person declared dead. That doesn't mean this isn't ethically problematic, and there are many Canadians, not a majority, but there are many Canadians that actually do have quite a concern.
Hospital spokespeople would not comment on Taquisha's case, but say Osler physicians follow a recognized standard of practice and criteria for neurological determination of death, adding that all neurological death determinations are determined by two experienced physicians in the field.
Move it again, baby. Good girl. Move it again.
The family says Taquisha has continued to move in the weeks since the death certificate has been issued and hope a judge can compel the hospital to reverse the certificate so that Taquisha can then receive a second opinion at a different facility. Right now, they say she isn't eligible for treatment because she's been deemed dead.
We understand she might have sustained some damage, but at the same time, we wanted to allow her the time to heal and see how severe that was.
Now, the family is scheduled to appear in a Brampton courtroom on Thursday, but their chances of actually keeping Taquisha alive don't appear to be very promising. Bioethicist Kerry Bowman tells us he can't recall a single Canadian case where a patient has been kept alive for sustained periods of time after having been declared deceased. Now, this story was brought to us by a City News viewer like you. If you see news in the making or if there's something you'd like us to look into, here's all the different ways you can reach us.